Frank, an absolute thriller at the O2. God, it lived up to expectation, didn't it?
Well, I genuinely didn't think it would go the distance. I mean that, from when the fight was made, I thought one of them's... But how they kept going, the pair of them, and those last 2 rounds, which I think decided, the decision, and how Derek was standing up at the end of that 10th round. I mean, it's just amazing. But it sort of looks like he's going, and then he pulls it out of the bag, and phenomenal fight. I mean, unbelievably brutal fight, and fights like that take two warriors to make it happen, and those two showed everything tonight. It's been a brilliant card all around. I mean, every fight on the card has been an unbelievable main event in its own right. And then you got this. I mean, who would have thought this would happen? Of course I am. Yeah, you're in the dressing room. Come in there. Yeah.
It felt like an emotional performance. I mean, from Derek Chisora, the crowd was singing, they were cheering for him. He was waving goodbye, willing him to win.
Yeah, they were, and they love him. Because it says what it says on the bottle, doesn't it? War.
Was it
Joe, by the way? It takes something. It was a phenomenal fight.
I don't know how Joe stood up for so long. Eventually, he did go down, but he got straight back up.
Yeah.
How does he do it?
He got caught straight on, didn't he? I mean, I know he got knocked out by Zhang, and he got caught right by a Big Bang. But I don't know. He was caught, and that was off balance or what it was. But he bloody got straight up, and he was straight back into it. But he took a lot of shots as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they both took shots. At one stage, I don't think they were missing with anything.
Yeah. Was it strange for you at all, this whole fight? Because Derek Chisora started his career with you. The ring walk tonight, Andy Ayling was at the front leading the way, press conference, you were there with him. It's like old times in a way. I know Joe's your man, but it must have been weird.
Well, but, look, as you say, Derek, how many years? 18 years ago, whenever it was? Yeah, 18 years, a long time to be fighting. And he's still doing it, and putting performances in like this. I don't know, but it was, it's a fight where you didn't want to lose her, to be quite honest, because they're really two unbelievable warriors, and you don't really want to see a loser. Although our business is about winners and losers, but Derek, take my hat off to him. Absolutely take my hat off to him.
What's next for Joe Joyce in your view right now?
It's too soon to be doing that. We'll sit down and have a chat, see what they say.
Listen, it was Derek's last fight at the O2 Arena. It was the first fight at the O2 of Moses Itauma. Wow.
Star is born. He done what he had to do, and he done it in absolute style. He done something that Fraser Clark, Hughie Fury, Dillian White, none of them could do with him. Nobody could do it, and he's a teenager. He's 19. They were men when they fought this guy. He's a monster.
Yeah. You were ringside with Alexander Usyk as well, maybe the best southpaw in the world, right?
No, they actually said there, this is the future. They said it on record as well.
Dennis McCann as well, coming of age, you said.
Coming of age, putting a real mature, solid performance, boxed extremely well against a guy who come to fight. Was there all the time. But it was a phenomenal performance. Ryan Garner, brilliant performance, against Archie the pair of them. Early on in the fight, I thought he's going to have a problem here, but he overcome it, and that, again, was a fabulous fight. Really, really good come. Raven really boxed well.
Just amazing.
Young Royston, done what he had to do, that cut. It's just a phenomenal night. I loved it.
2 weeks in a row of brilliant shows. We haven't got one next week now. What are you going to do with yourself?
We're Riyadh season. We've got the Riyadh season in LA.